Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Before we call our two fighters to the ring, I have to ask you one more time, are you with me? I said, are you with me? This is for the Pro Featherweight Irish title and will be fought over 3 5-minute rounds.
Should have been my fight originally when Conor won the title, so it's gonna be a relief, you know, to kind of put things to bed and just to kind of show everyone that it was me supposed to be there in the first place, and that I am the ISKA Clan Wars featherweight champion. I know Conor that well, although we have exchanged a few words in the past, and I don't think he likes me that well. I don't. It's gonna be hell on earth.
Well, I tried to just distance myself from all that talk on Facebook, etc. Just stick to my training. It means the world to me that I hold the belt, and I just want to do it again for all my fans and successfully defend it and bring it back home to Harestown Road, Monster Boys. Just don't know how the fight's going to go, but I know my hand's going to be raised in the end.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is for the Pro Featherweight Irish title. Gives me great pleasure to introduce the fighter standing to my right. Fighting out of the Fighting Academy in Ireland by way of Belfast, he holds a record of 3-0. He weighed in at 66.4 kilos. Please welcome Decky the Diamond Dalton! And his opponent, the current featherweight Irish champion, fighting out of No Fear MMA and BTT. He holds a record of 5-4, making his home in Harestown. He went in yesterday at 66 kilos. Please give it up for the current champion, Conor Dundee Dillon!
Gentlemen, this is the follow red belt. Any questions regarding the rules? Touch goes back to corners for like fight.
And here we go with the main event of the night, Decky Dalton versus Conor Dillon.
And there's the one we've all been looking forward to. There's been so much talk on the internet about this match. I just can't believe it's actually happening in front of my eyes now.
I've heard that Decky Dalton was very boisterous in his opinion that this is his title to take. He should have had this fight several months ago, but a knee injury sidelined him for a few months. He feels it's his to take tonight.
And there are bold words that he has to back up now in the cage.
Big swings from Dalton as Conor looks for a takedown. Superman punch from Conor now.
And whatever Declan says when he's on the internet, he must know that you don't get a quick win easily over Conor Dillon.
True, very true.
And even if you do win against him, he's lost a couple of fights, but even when you do win, he makes you pay for it. You earn every bit of it.
He's making him pay for it right now with those leg kicks. Superman punch again, glances off.
I'm not sure if Dalton was expecting Dillon to be as confident as he is. But he spoke, the Diamond spoke when we talked to him before the match, a lot about the strange head movement that Dillon uses to avoid punches. He tends to put his head straight back, and he also leads with his head when he comes forward, making it quite difficult to target when you're used to fighting, you know, people that don't do that.
Yeah, he referenced those unorthodox strikes as Conor goes for a spinning back kick. Decky may be looking to take this to the ground and avoid those strikes completely. 2 underhooks against the cage for Dalton. Looking to get a trip as they battle in the clinch. Declan looks up to come with a strong knee. may have glanced off.
Yeah, but this is what a lot of the fans wanted to see. Whatever about Dalton's predictions to end it early in the first, I think everyone wants to see these guys have a chance to really go at it, because there's no love lost here. They almost started fighting in the weigh-in yesterday.
Well, they finally got their chance, and they're not disappointing.
No, absolutely not. And we have 3 rounds of this to enjoy. We're only just getting started. And I think if you look at Irish mixed martial arts, there are very few main events that I'd like to see more than this one we have right here at Clan Wars 10.
Dalton looking for a big uppercut there. Conor's game plan seems to be to circle the cage, wait for his opponent to come towards him, and then counter. Spinning back elbow again.
That's the back elbow that he knocked out Steve McComb with at the last Clan Wars event. And it landed there, and it staggered Dalton. So the kick from Dalton there caused him to lose his balance, but he was right back up again. Took a glance and kick to the body from Dylan.
Good stand-up exchange we have here in our main event.
Absolutely.
Becky Dalton looking to land a combination in there.
Dylan telegraphed a kick there, and Dalton had time to move away. Decky's been pushing forward the most, but I think the amount of strikes that are landed is about equal. What do you reckon, Jake?
I think Conor's playing a good game plan in backing up and sucking his opponent in a bit and then looking to counter. Declan might be coming in a bit too aggressive. A bit of words exchanged in the cage.
Absolutely.
Now. These two are looking to throw
they
down.
just do not get along. And it's great that we have a forum like Ultimate Fighting where they can work out their differences the way God intended inside the cage.
Nice left hook from Dalton and a big right hook from Conor. Good exchange between these two.
Both of these guys just so powerful when they strike.
Switch kick from Dalton and a good teep to stop his opponent from coming in.
He's actually been using that teep to good effect.
It's good defense to keep your opponent on his back leg. Spinning back kick and more of those unorthodox strikes from Conor.
And Dalton is still stalking Conor now towards the edge. He tried again.
Back elbow. Doesn't pay off for him this time as he gets his back taken straight away.
Yeah, that turned out to be a terrible mistake, but luckily the time was up.
Round.
Okay, score that round for me, my friend.
I don't want to. Very back and forth on the feet. The end of the round may have decided it for Dalton with him taking the back, a very advantageous position. Too close to call, really.
Yeah, a very close round, and that shapes up well for a cracking main event here at Clan Wars 10.
Round 2 gets underway. We'll see if the game plans have changed at all from the two cornermen giving their 2 cents into both fighters.
Oh, both landed a jab at the same time.
Good stand-up exchange between these two. That left kick may have set Conor back on his heels.
Range is so important here, Jake. What do you think is the struggle that Conor's having in landing?
I think Conor's just playing into that game with Declan coming in very aggressively. Declan's corner may have advised him not to come in that aggressively this round and maybe stay back a bit and exchange from a bit further out. Again with that spinning back elbow, back fist.
He certainly slowed his pace of moving forward, all right. As Conor now actually seems to be more aggressive.
That's what I was wondering, if the corners would continue to advise. Now we get Conor looking for a takedown, looking to score points with his wrestling. And he's able to just get it. Ends up in full guard of Dalton.
And Dalton has 2 butterfly hooks in there. He's got a whizzer holding him tight.
Might look for the sweep from Dalton with those butterfly hooks.
It looks like he's another fighter listening to you tonight, Jake. As he tried to get the lift there, but switches. But Conor read his intentions. And they're in a scramble now as Conor tries to get back to his feet, and this time it's Dalton on top.
Reversal of position straight away. Nice wrestling. strong underhook from Dalton as he lands some strikes. Looking for that knee.
He just about lands that knee up the center as Dalton now presses Dillon up against the cage.
Good fight we have here. Back and forth, tit for tat.
This is exactly what the fans came here to see. These two guys slug it out, not with words on Facebook and the internet, but with their hands and feet inside the cage.
Conor said he didn't want to talk over the internet. He said he'd rather do his talking with his hands in the cage, and he's doing that tonight.
If I could paraphrase Brad Pitt, it's hard not to be romantic about MMA.
Big leg kick.
Did he slap him there? It looked like an open hand strike.
Could be.
I think he hit him with an open hand left and then leg kicked him. It's obviously a mental game at play here. We saw them talking to each other in the first round. That could all be part of it.
Conor maybe being a bit more aggressive this round, looking to move forward with his strikes. Looking for that spinning back elbow again. Superman punch.
It's quite often when you see someone throwing a lot of Superman punches, they're struggling with range. So possibly Dalton's new tactic in this round. He lands a lovely right. Well, staying back is not to Conor's liking.
Conor really digging deep into that bag of tricks of his. Inside leg kick. Decky working that jab. Inside leg kick again from Decky. May have been a bit low.
Big bombs being thrown there by Dillon. Unable to connect this time, and he tries that spinning back elbow again. That's his signature now.
He loves that back elbow.
He loves it.
Dalton walking around with confidence, hands down.
But he doesn't seem to be landing that often.
He's switching back and forth between orthodox and a southpaw stance. Both of these two digging deep into their bag of tricks, trying to land anything they can on the other.
I wonder, is this the first time that either of these guys has faced a striker as well able as each they are? And now they're trying to reinvent their own striking game during the fight.
Either way, it's making for a very entertaining fight for us.
It sure is. Dalton finding the range once again.
Dalton showing good boxing there. Bit of a knee exchange to break that clinch game. Dalton still taunting his opponent in there.
He just can't shut it down.
Now.
And every time he does that, Dillon comes forward really aggressively. And they exchange a heated look that could have turned milk sour as they walk past each other.